Hey y'all, happy Sunday. I promise y'all, every time I'm about to sign in and get started, something happens. So I don't know what's going on with my lighting. Like it's just super bright, so I turned the lights out. Um so we're gonna figure this out. But hey y'all, happy Sunday. So I hope everybody is having a good Sunday. I hope everybody has had a great weekend. We are going to be making me a few shirts for the week. And it's rare that I get a chance to make some shirts for me to wear. Like usually the shirts that I make is because I need to make it for something and it's not really what I want to do. But today I don't have time. I should be doing something else. But what's better than hopping on live with y'all and making these shirts as quickly as possible? So we're gonna see if that's going to be quick. It should be. So I'm actually I'll show you guys in a second. Let me just get out my regular disclaimer. This is a live, and I am going to be answering any questions that you may have in regards to DTF, um, Bling. So please feel free to ask whatever questions you have. I'll be showing the products that I'm going to be using today, and we'll also be talking about DCF printers and or transfers. If you guys have any questions about that, we'll be talking about hot fix rhinestones. Those are rhinestones that adhesive on the back and need to be applied by using heat. So we will be discussing that. However, it's not an in-depth tutorial, and I will be chatting with everyone, often losing track of what I'm saying and doing. So if you're not in for that, please don't leave me any comments because I don't care. But if you are not into that, please check out some of my other more structured tutorials. But thanks for being here, everyone. Let's see who's here because y'all know I'm always late. Also, I'm going to be hosting, I hope you guys don't hear echo. If you hear an echo, let me know. I will be hosting a beginner's rhinestone design class on the 25th. It's going to be a little earlier than what I usually have them. I think it's going to start at noon, and also it's going to be on a Saturday. And a link is listed below in the description if you are interested in signing up for that. Also, um, on that Sunday, the 26th, we will probably be having an advanced rhinestone class, Evie and I. That is usually listed on Eve's website. So once that link is available, I will definitely share it out in the community so that you guys will know when that will be and what time that will be. But we're looking at the 25th. The beginner's class is already scheduled. And then we're also looking at the 26th for an advanced class. And I think that's about it. But hey, everybody. Hey, Jennifer Hancock, welcome in. Hey, Natalie, welcome in. Hey, Marta. Hey, Miss Ethel. Hey, Sonnet, welcome in. All right, y'all, we're going to get ready to get started. Hey, Mary G. Hey, Angel Boo, welcome in. Hey, MBB. Hey, Jesse, welcome. So we're not going to prolong much of this because I have some other things that I need to do too. So yeah. Hey Tanyu. Hey Darlene and Monica. All right, y'all. I'm scrolling down. Oh, tell Levi happy birthday. Taylor's birthday is tomorrow. Y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna do. She's turning the big 18. And so she's enjoying her last day of being 17 right now. She does not prefer to hang out with mommy, which that's what I was hoping she wanted to hang out today. That's kind of why we are here today. Maybe I'm feeling a little blah. My baby is about to be 18, but I'm always thankful that she's able to celebrate another day here on Earth. So I'm grateful for that, grateful for the years. And yeah, so y'all stuck with me because she did not want to hang out with mommy. She just wanted mommy to give her a few dollars, not a few, give her some money so she can go hang out with her cousin. And that's how she's enjoying her last day of 17. So happy birthday. Hey, Lucille. Hey, everybody. I'm going to scroll all the way down because I do want to see if you guys said you hear echo. So do you guys hear echo? Yes. Is that a yes for echo? If you do, I don't know why. Hey, Evie. Hey, Evie. I was just telling everybody about, you probably heard it because I'm always behind. So let me scroll down. But I was telling everybody about the class. We're going to be having the beginners class on the 25th and then the advanced class on that Sunday. So it's going to be like a Saturday, Sunday situation. All right. So I'm trying to make sure all of my cameras are not picking up the feedback. But hey, everybody, what are you guys working on today? Are you guys working on anything? Hey, Mare Bear. Okay, no echo. Thank you, guys. I don't know why I hear it. So let me show you what we're going to be doing. I'm going to turn on the lights in a second, but it's so bright. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so bright. So we're going to be making a few shirts. So we're going to be working with a little bit of DTF. If you don't know, DTF is direct to film. And so you're actually printing on a film where, usually we print on paper, right? But this is a piece of film, and the film, one side of the film has a coating on it. And you may not be able to tell, but if you give it like a light scratch, you'll see the coating come off. That's the side that you're printing on. So it kind of works similar to sublimation. You always have to make sure that your image is mirrored when you're printing out. And getting the right color sometimes can be a bit challenging. So once you find the right color, then you want to go with it. Now, DTF printers are pretty pricey. I converted a DTF printer, an Epson 8550. However, I would not necessarily recommend that, especially for anyone who doesn't really have that much experience with printers and converting printers and maintenance and things like that. I would not recommend you to do that. But I liked my 8550. It printed beautifully. The colors are beautiful, but as y'all know, that's not really a printer that's made for DTF printing. And so the reason why it works with that, because I get a lot of questions all the time, well, can you use any Epson EcoTank the way you use it with sublimation? No, you cannot. So the purpose of a DTF is being able to print the white and then that white layer on top so that you can go ahead and cure it and apply it to your material. The EcoTank 8550 works well because it has, I think, 5 tanks. Five. So it has 5 tanks. So you're able to do 5 tanks. So you're able to do that because you have the extra slots for, it has, how many tanks does it have? It actually has 6 tanks. You're able to do it because you need 2 white tanks, you need your black, you need your magenta, your cyan, and your yellow. So that's why it works. Most eco tanks don't have 6 tanks to it. Okay, so that's why that works. Now, DTF printers are pretty pricey. What happened with Miss Gail that I missed? Your team won. Congratulations, Miss Gail. And hey, everybody. Thank you, Elevate Artistry. All right, so hey, everybody that came in. I was just chatting about a little bit DTF. But if you don't have a DTF printer, it's not the end of the world. You can order transfers, and many companies sell transfers. Companies like 143 Vinyl. I didn't put my link in the description for 143 Vinyl, but you can just go on the website. You can upload your image to 143 Vinyl, Heat Transfer Warehouse also. And I was on Jiffy Shirts the other day, and I saw where Jiffy Shirts, you can also upload your image, you can order your shirts and your images from Jiffy Shirts. But it seems as though DTF prints are becoming rather pricey. The price is increasing. I don't know if because the demand is increasing also, but the price is definitely increasing, not decreasing, increasing. I think I said decreasing. Said StreamYard sent out a notice saying to use headphones if you're using Android or non-Apple products. If not, there will be an echo. Is this true? I did see something like that, but I don't know. Anytime Android is mentioned, I usually don't um, pay attention because none of my products are Android. So I'm having these problems with Apple. So it's possibly just the streamer. Streamer has been shutting me down. Have you guys seen that? Like every live now, like I'll end up freezing. So I don't know why. So I expect that to happen today. I did put in a support ticket to them to see what is going on because that's too much. Yeah, but you don't have to get the DTF printer. You can definitely get transfers. And the transfers work just as beautiful as having a printer. You don't have to deal with maintenance. You don't have to deal with any stress that comes along with possibly having a DTF printer. So the other week I had a huge order. Um, Most of y'all know that I haven't started selling DTF transfers yet. But I do sell shirts, DTF shirts, sublimation shirts, that sort of thing. But I had a huge order and my printer was just acting up real bad. And so I had to use the L1800, which is a lot slower than the dual head that I have. And it was just a headache. I was like literally this close to just purchasing transfers, like same day transfers from somebody local. But I ended up being able to get it done with the L1800, so I didn't have to worry about it. But it can be a lot at times. So if you're not into that, if you don't want to have to deal with the stress, if you don't want to have to worry about maintenance, then I would definitely just suggest getting DTF transfers. But hey, everybody just coming in, welcome. It's been others too. Thanks, Yolanda. It's been so weird. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. Look, Gail said, yes, I'm going to send a design to you made to DTF. Yeah. So just make sure that your transfer, the image is 300 dpi, dots per inch. Make sure because you don't want it to look pixelated. You don't want it to be blurry. You want it to be clear. So if you're ever sending DTF images or images for DTF printing, it's the same as sublimation. Your image quality has to be great. I've seen a lot of times where people have sent images to, and this is what kind of makes me a little bit like where I don't really want to have to deal with it, where people have sent in images for printing out and the printout didn't look well, but they're blaming the person or the company printing it out. And it's really the image that you sent. And so it's like, once the image comes, now you know, you need to make sure that the image is correct and you got to send it back. You got to do, it's just right now, I don't know yet. And make sure it's CMYK, exactly. Thank you, AJ. And hey, AJ, make sure it's CMYK. That's nice, but if I yes, my Angie, once it acts right, it acts beautifully. You know, it prints out great, but sometimes it's just like, oh, like just cleaning it. So I've been cleaning before I print every day, no matter what. I have my long cotton swabs and I clean under the print head. Now with the dual head printer, it's super easy to get underneath the print head because you just slide it all the way over and it's exposed. You can just clean it as long as you don't touch it. But with the L1800, it's kind of hard to get underneath that print head, kind of like with the Epson 8550. It's really hard to get into the print head. Yes, you can slide it all the way over, but you can't really, I can actually see the bottom of the print head with the dual head. So that makes it so much easier. But, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to get ready to start because we have to brush in some rhinestones too, because I'm going to make me 3. Well, actually, I think I'm going to make me 2 shirts. One shirt, I'm going to give it away at the school. We usually put everything that we make on the, well, most of the stuff that I make here and a lot of the stuff that I make on the Craftabilities channel, we will put it inside of the teachers' lounges and people can just take it. We never have anything left over. Everybody takes everything. So I'm gonna leave one of those shirts, inside one of the shirts we make today inside of the teacher's lounge. It's a teacher shirt, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Not that why I don't want it, but yeah, why I don't want it. Why I'm gonna put it inside of the teacher's lounge for somebody to do it, which is DTF. Are you doing DTF transfers, Annette, or DTF printers? If it's a PNG, that should be good, Miss Gill. Yeah, that should be good. Thanks, Lorraine. Oh, thanks, Laura E. Yes, happy birthday to all. Everybody's celebrating a birthday this month. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, so Best Buddies, I'm the sponsor of Best Buddies at my school, and Best Buddies is a program that's geared towards inclusion. So for students who may have disabilities and their typical peers, getting them together to build friendships and making the environment inclusive. So we also have a coffee shop at the school, and the coffee shop is generally only open for teachers in the morning during first period. And so there's a few Best Buddies along with students who have like cognitive disabilities, and they work together inside the coffee shop, learning job skills and social skills, because the staff, they have to come up, they have to ask for their orders, and you have to be able to converse. And so it's really to help build up the social skills of our special needs population. And so I'm making them some uniforms. So I want to test this out today. So we're going to make myself a coffee shop uniform, and it's going to be a white shirt. I don't like white shirts, but for the purpose of what we're doing, it's going to be a white shirt, even though I put like a white outline around it in case I put on a black shirt, but it's going to be a white shirt that we're going to use today. And then we're going to see how that's going to look. I'm going to do a left chest logo, and then we're going to do on the sleeve. We're going to put on the sleeve. So Annette, I would suggest 143 vinyl has transfers. Heat Transfer Warehouse has, you can do DTF transfers. Also, when I first got my very first DTF transfer, before I had any printers, and this was over 2 years ago, my very first DTF transfer was from D's, T's, and Things, and that was courtesy of Big Boy Prints, and they sent me my first DTF transfers to try out. And I tried it out before even having a printer. So I don't know if they're still, because I haven't really seen them around a lot, but try D's, T's, and Things. They had beautiful transfers. Beautiful transfers. All right, so the next thing that we're going to be printing, this is the one that I'm going to actually give away to somebody in the school. So I'm probably going to print me out one of these too, but I don't have a shirt color that I really want. And maybe I might end up keeping it. I don't know. But we're going to print this on a white t-shirt. And for those of you who don't know, with DTF, there's a white layer. Hey, Miss Merlinda. Dolls also has DTF printers. Stalls in Michigan. Thank you, Yolanda. All right, so this is a white back. Now, with the white layer on the back, you're able to place this onto any color shirt that you want. It doesn't have to be a white shirt. Like with sublimation, it has to be a white shirt, or you have to do different hats, right? But with this, you don't have to worry about that. Now, the sublimation hack, or the DTF sublimation hack, with that, you're not going to get a white layer on the back. So you still really have to print on white shirts, even with the DTF hack. But a lot of people like it because you can print on cotton that way, right? But with different color shirts, with the sublimation DTF hack, you still have to incorporate white HTV if you're going to be printing it on a black shirt and so forth. With DTF, it's a straight print out. You have your layer of white, and there's also adhesive on the back. So if you're not familiar with DTF, I do have a few videos showing the process where you're printing out on the film. The ink is a little wet. You sprinkle powder on top of it. You put the powder all over the image, dust it off, and then you put it in a curing oven. Some people use their their heat press to get that done. Other people use an actual curing oven. So yeah, but this is the first one. This is one that we might give away. I might decide to keep it. I actually like that print. And there's Nicole, my Nomi. We are going to be pressing. This is definitely for me. So this week is the last week for us before Thanksgiving break. So of course I gotta have my fall things going on this week. To wear this. Now I'm gonna have to try to adjust some of this stuff up, but it's getting warm, y'all. It's getting warm. But look at these cute gnomes. They got their little food. Looks so cute. So we're gonna press this onto a shirt. This is of course gonna be my shirt, and it's going onto a black shirt, a black cotton shirt. Now today I'm gonna be printing a lot, or everything is gonna be printed onto cotton shirts, 100% cotton shirts. But I do have an order for the JROTC program at school, and the shirts, they wanted dry fit shirts and shorts. Now that is going to be printed on, that's polyester. And so DTF is going to go on that because they have these gold, they're gold shirts, yellow shirts. And so of course with sublimation, you're going to have to pick darker clothes and darker colors, and it's not going to look right on there. So we chose to go with DTF, and that's going to be on polyester. But those are the two or the three things that we're going to be doing for DTF. I'm going to go ahead and cut out one of these so that we could place this onto our shirt. The gnomes, I know the gnomes are so cute. I know that's my favorite. All right. So and I printed these out on the dual head, so it's easier to create gang sheets. I've actually been printing out DTF transfers pretty much all day. Well, not today, all day yesterday. I was printing them out so that I could get ready to press. But we are going to, and then we're going to put, I told you guys we're going to put the logo on the sleeve for the coffee shop. Let's see how that's going to look if I want to make it bigger. But everybody's going to have to use these for now. But hey, everybody just coming in. Hey, Juana, welcome. All right, so let me put this to the side. We're done with this one. And hold on. So I printed out some, I don't print out transfers, but we're still doing a lot of shirts at the school for the school. And so I had to print out a lot of those yesterday. I'll show y'all how many rolls I had to do. And I'm going to turn the lights on. Let me adjust the heat plus too. Because everything today is going to be going at the same temperature. Let me show y'all. So I've been printing out. These are all transfers, y'all. These are all transfers for the school, for school pride, school spirit, the anniversary, and then also for the JROTC. So I've been doing a lot of printing with the dual head, and even with all of these prints, and plus a few more because I have some still on the roll at the printer. I haven't had to change the ink. The white, now I did add a little more white to it, but I haven't had to add any more ink or anything. So it's doing pretty good. That printer does pretty well on ink. I'm gonna turn the light on because I need to. Oh, see what I'm telling y'all, like I don't know what's going on with my lighting situation today, but it is not, the lighting is not lighting. So I'm gonna put the overhead, and that'll be better because now y'all don't have to see me looking all washed out. All right. And it might be because I changed like how the setup is. Like I've been moving stuff around, so that could possibly be it. But oof, this is that's I can't take it. All right, so I'm using an old design of mine, and it's not on my website. It is inside of my Etsy shop, but it is an old design and just says thankful. And I'm gonna make this for me for this week too, because it's thankful season. Every season should be thankful season, but y'all know we kind of have an actual dedicated thankful day just because we have that. You know, they tell us that's what we're supposed to celebrate. Be thankful, but be thankful every day. Thankful every single day. All right, let me. I'm gonna have to bring the phone over here so I could see the chat because the way the camera is, I need to take this bright light out. All right, so I did it two ways. I forgot. I actually forgot because I haven't brushed this in a long time. How this was supposed to happen. So I think I ended up doing another border. So I'm not actually going to use this border, but I am going to use the words in the inside. And then my little mini, and then we're going to do an outline. So this is only 3 parts, which isn't a lot, but I am going to get my tape and tape around the shoulder. I don't want this part. And then be ready. Hey everybody, just coming in. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna brush these stones in, and then we're going to press the DTF shirts and also the bling shirts when we're done. The colors that we're gonna be using today for this shirt, I already have them out. We're gonna be using hyacinth. We're gonna use coffee, and we're going to use a violet volcano. So it's rare that I choose to go with all crystal stones like this, but I think it might look decent. I'm going for decent, y'all. Decent. Hey, Donzel. Hey, Kevin. Just a little bit. Hey, Breezy. Hey, everybody. Hey, Patricia. Hey, everybody. Marilyn, what are you doing today? I know Evie should be getting ready for her live tonight. Don't forget, Evie will be live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so I'm just taping these because I don't want to brush any stones in there, and I don't want to have to worry about trying to pick them out. So I'm just gonna tape this down. Uh-oh, I went too far over. I think the last time I did this, I actually layered the design, but we're not going to be layering today because I don't have any parchment paper handy right now, and I don't want to look for it. But I do want to at least get this done and then do some other things I need to do. So I don't really want to. I'm going to leave this down like this. And so we're going to brush in the inside of the word thankful, and I am going to use, I think for the inside, we're going to use hyacinth. Awesome, Mare Bear. Hey, Cynthia. All right, so we're just going to put some. Now, I thought I had hyacinth AB and SS10, but I only have hyacinth AB and SS6. And this design is an SS. I was looking for my other brush. This design is an SS10. So I thought I made it in SS6, but I don't think I cut it out. And so it's perfectly fine that way. I have SS10. So I have both of my brushes. I have my big bone brush and I have my small edge brush. So if you're new to blinking, this is how you would brush your rhinestone template in with a brush similar to this. This is a painter's edge brush. And so you would just brush those in like that. All right. So I'm going to use the smaller brush. I think the big brush is perfect for the SS6 stones. It's actually my favorite brush to use in my SS6s. But I think with the SS10, the smaller edge brush might have the edge. Thanks, Yvonne. Yes, big announcement tonight about Bling Fest on Evie's Live tonight, so you don't want to miss it. And that is Bling Fest 2024. Awesome, Kevin. I'm glad that you're feeling a little better to work a little bit. I think one shirt I made like this, I used a different color for each letter. And I also used the neon. I think I used like the neon orange, the neon purple. I should try this with the neon AB stones. So Donzel, for this portion of the design, I'm using hyacinth. And then for the outline of the word thankful, y'all, I put this down too much. I didn't even realize that. For the outline of the word, I'm going to use coffee. I think I'm going to use coffee for the outline. I'm not even sure if I want to use coffee for the outline or if I want to use the violet volcano. I only took out these colors so that way I wouldn't, have drama with picking colors. I wouldn't go back and forth. Like these are the colors that I'm picking, but I literally only took these out. So we'll see how it's gonna look. But the hyacinth is a beautiful orange color. Beautiful, beautiful orange color. But I think that I might put the violet volcano as the outline and then the coffee as the border with the heart. I think that's what I might do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I think for the hearts at the bottom, I'm gonna use violet volcano. Hey, Jamie M. Hey, Elena. Okay. This is gonna be fairly quick. And then we'll press our DTF shirts, see how that process goes. For anybody interested in possibly doing DTF, getting DTF prints. If you're just starting out, I would definitely recommend getting DTF prints so you can see how the process works. The printers are pricey, but as y'all saw, y'all see how much I printed out. And this was like yesterday, maybe it didn't even take that long to print that stuff out. Like I printed it out, it goes through, I have the curing, the powdering station and oven. So it literally just prints out, it goes through the powdering station, it goes through the oven to cure, and it goes onto the roll. And I don't have to babysit it. Now, you always want to make sure you're not too far that you look at it to make sure it's printing out correctly. Nothing, is going astray. But for the most part, once you have it set up, it just runs. You print and it runs. Hey, Valerie Morgan. So let me know if you guys have any questions about anything. Bling, DTF. Let me know. And I don't know what we're going to do on Tuesday. It's probably going to be, it might be laser related on Tuesday. I had so much fun with embroidery that it might be embroidery. I had a lot of fun on Friday night with Marilyn and Evie doing our embroidery project. See, I don't like that it's gonna go under here. Should have taped it down. But we had a good time. If you missed that, we made mug rugs in the hoop. And in the hoop means that everything is done inside of the hoop. So inside of the embroidery hoop, that's where everything is done. Here. It didn't yay. Yeah, it doesn't. It does pretty good with DTF with doing rhinestones. Of course, when you're doing rhinestones and DTF, you can't place the rhinestones on top of your DTF, but you can place it around the outline and incorporate it into your design, which is usually super pretty. Let's hope this tape is good. Oh, Jennifer. I'm sorry to hear she canceled. Hi. I had such a good time the other night. Um, I promise I'm gonna do more embroidery because it is good. And if you're doing it as part of your business, it can definitely be lucrative. So I want to make sure that I'm covering embroidery too. Thanks, Jesse. So let's hope this is enough. This looks like this might be enough. Transfer tape, and we're just gonna drop it. All right, that looks pretty good. Hey, Jackie Wallace. Now, I know you guys saw like I did this and then I have these stones here, but I knew that the transfer tape that I was going to use wasn't going to extend beyond the cutting mat. So ideally, you want to always make sure that you put your rhinestones up before, moving to the next color or even applying your KTM mask just so that you don't have any situations. But my stones were, Jesse, I did have one underneath there. You probably can't see that one. Oh, awesome, Jennifer. No, we definitely will be doing a lot more. I think Marilyn enjoyed making her project list on Friday night. So Marilyn, I think now she likes embroidery. Right, so I'm just gonna move this here. I'm gonna move these over so I can go ahead and place these back into the bag. These are from Eve. But if you guys were here the other night, y'all know Evie came to visit me and she was like smuggling in goods. She was smuggling in, she was smuggling these bags. And UPS, what was it? FedEx, I think, got to us too late. I think they arrived, like Evie was leaving when they arrived. And she paid for next day. And it was not next day. So that is not good. I said I was going to put these in some containers, but y'all know I got extra empty containers, but I still didn't do it. I still didn't do it. Gotta concentrate, but I don't want any of my stones falling. I'm just going to the floor. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Okay. So we're gonna brush in the outline next. What color did I say I was gonna do that? No, we're gonna brush in the outline. Yeah, we're gonna brush in the outline of the word thankful. I don't remember what color I said I was gonna use. I think we're gonna go with the violet volcano. Advanced class. Thank you, Evie. So advanced class is going to be the 26th at 2 p.m. Well, really, Marilyn, the chat got you through. The chat and Edie got you through. No worries, Jesse. You know, I probably put that there. You know me. I know Jesse. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to take this tape off. I'm not gonna take it off this yet. So this was done with the old flock. And so the old flock worked beautifully with my used transfer tape. So I didn't really have to worry about it sticking and all that other stuff. So that's all done. Now, if you're just getting into rhinestones, you need to know that this part, you want to make sure that you look at the back of your rhinestones just to make sure that it's nicely coated. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's nicely coated. You want to make sure that there's not any, defective ones there, and this is perfect. All these are perfect. Also, I need to let y'all know we're still doing the bling patch live or party or Zoom or whatever it is that we're gonna do. Um, and I will schedule it and let y'all know when that's gonna be. So if you haven't gotten your jackets yet, get your jacket. And Miss Linda actually found an old jacket that she had. So if you have an old jacket that you want to make new, you can do that too. It doesn't have to be a brand new jacket. Hey, to and or for Naomi. Awesome, Miss Merlinda. I can't wait to see it. So I know upcoming events. Yeah, I'm sure she's gonna check it out. Just said she's probably gonna check it out. So the beginners class is going to be the 25th. I think I have it set at noon as the Saturday. This is the first Saturday class that I'm doing. I usually do Sunday classes, but we're going to do a Saturday class. I did have quite a few people asking whether or not Sundays were the only days that I could do it. It's just not convenient for me after church. I have some time here to. I don't really have time, but I do have time to do it. So I'm gonna do this outline first, and then we'll do the outline for the inside of the knee. But yeah, if you're looking for like a beginner class, check out Eve's site. Like if you don't have any, not design, but if you don't have like any background history of blinking, or if you need a refresher, you've been out of the game for a while and you just need to remember some things, check out Eve's beginners class. She has a beginners rhinestone class that goes over how to apply your stones, the difference between the sizes and stuff like that. And that's on her website, babysfoodie.com. Hey, Sharon Jordan. Hey, Lavika. Lavika, what's up, girl? I would be like, I haven't seen you in a long time, but the problem is that I can't keep up with the chat on Tuesdays and Friday nights. So the problem is me. It's me. It's me. So we're going to just brush these in. I got to test out. Awesome. Awesome too. And for yes, definitely let us know, because a lot of people are looking for vendors, like for DTF transfer vendors. And so the more information out there, it will definitely help more people make decisions in regards to which vendor to use for their transfers. So I said I was gonna get some transfers from 143 Vinyl and Heat Transfer Warehouse to test them out so that you guys could see like what the process is, how to order them, how to apply them. Because that's also super important, knowing how to apply your DTF transfers. And y'all know the main question, well, how do they last in washing? If you've never used a DTF prints before, you won't know. However, I haven't had any issues with any of my DTF transfers. The colors stay good. This color stayed vibrant. The adhesive stays onto the shirt. So I haven't had any issues with any of my shirts um, that have been made with the DTF method. So it's important, to find a vendor that does the application correctly, because that is also important in making sure that they last a long time. Hey Marissa, you need the beginners class, like the beginner, not beginner design class. If it's not the design class and you need a beginner class in rhinestoning, Edie, can you drop your link for your beginners class so that, because I would totally, even before learning how to design your own templates, I would suggest learning the basics about rhinestones and how to apply them, your heat settings, rhinestone sizes, and that sort of thing. With the designing, you can design your own templates. You can also design templates that you can sell, um, digital files that you could sell, which is also good. So let me know which way you guys are thinking. If it's a beginner's class or rhinestone application. Yes, scale. They're already good. So Andrea has gotten DTF transfers from Atlanta Vinyl, and she says that they've all been really good. Thank you, Evie. The rhinestones always fall in the right way up. Never done anybody. So Manuela, the rhinestones don't always fall in the right way up. So if you see, like I'm kind of nursing them, but if you do if you kind of brush in a circular motion, the friction between the rhinestones will help to make them fall into place the correct way. So that's what helps. But how I'm brushing it, I'm kind of like slow brushing it. That helps also because I'm really brushing them slowly. Eve would have already been done brushing in her son. Marilyn too. But Marilyn would still be trying to figure out if her design was straight. And I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna put this design on. And when it comes out not straight, I'm like, oh, just tilt the shirt up a little bit. It'll be straight that way. Not Marilyn. Marilyn's going to make sure that her design is straight. Eve is fast at everything. But I find this to be very therapeutic brushing in the rhinestones. I bought what I need, just haven't started. It's definitely, once you start, so at first, I like sparkly things, so that's what kind of drew me to blinking. And so at first, once I started cutting out my templates, it was very frustrating cutting out templates at first. Just making sure, that you're cutting it out at the right settings and, making sure that your design is sized correctly, because that's like the most important thing when cutting out your rhinestone templates is making sure that the design is the correct size when you're getting ready to cut. But it can be very frustrating, especially at the beginning when you're learning, but it's just like any new thing that you're learning how to do. We all gotta kind of start somewhere, but I do remember being a little frustrated at first when I was doing my first rhinestone designs or cutting them out. But I can tell you that it gets better. Like if it's something that you like and you work towards it, it does get better. So here I'm just brushing. I need to brush all of these off. So I'm gonna brush it over to the side. And then of course you always need a wax pen. Sometimes your designs will brush in perfectly, But like what I'm doing, this is the wax pin. It has a wax tip, and then it has like a little rod on this side. You guys can see that good. You have to bring it close. I don't even know where the camera is. Oh, there's the camera. Okay, there's a little rod, and then you have a little wax tip. And so you need this, like it just helps with picking up your stones, a pickup tool. This helps with picking up your stones. And here I'm just using some of the rhymes or the pickup tool to just place some of them in these areas right here. And then I'm going to apply my transfer mask, but not until I place the violet volcano here in the center. I'm going to push these back. Hey, Dawn. Oh, hope you start to feel better. Actually, no, Marilyn, which software are you using? Mine comes in at exact size. I haven't had any come in larger. No. Even when I was using like Cadley and AfroRip, I have it. Now I'm using the software that ProColor has, which I actually like their software. It's kind of user friendly. I like it. Now, setting those color parameters, that's not ever user friendly. But for the most part, the software itself is user friendly. So the next color we're going to use is, I don't like the camera setup, but this is Violet Volcano. You can't even see how pretty the Violet Volcano looks because my lighting sucks. Pro Rip, okay. So that's like Afro Rip. Oh, that's over here, y'all. I'm trying to get my stones. Hey, Barb Ramirez, welcome and thank you for being here. Bling is so beautiful. It's so addictive. All right, y'all. So I like the it's kind of far up, but I like the ice chip containers because I like it for this purpose here of being able to just have it and get close to the template, especially when I have to hand place stones in. So I'm hand placing these stones in. Do you have to do this? No, you don't. I could have put the transfer mask here and then brushed in the hearts, but then I still have all of these little parts there. So it's just going to be easier for me to do this because I'm still going to spend that same amount of time trying to avoid getting the stones inside of the holes or putting the painter's tape on it. So this is Violet Volcano. It's like several different shades of purple. So, and Maryland's wonderful too, Barb. So it's just wonderful. Maryland, I've been kind of productive today. I mean, this is the only time that like I stopped doing stuff to that I needed to do. Well, I need to do this. So I find doing it this way, holding a little ice chip top, putting in some stones here, I can kind of move a little bit faster when placing the stones. My hand is kind of in a fixed position. But again, you don't have to do this if hand placing rhinestones is not for you. It's not for everybody. It's not. It's not for me. I only do it like for times like this. It's definitely not for everybody. And then I'm going to place our twins for the last on top. And then we will be done. Okay, so I'm doing candy. I did. I designed this over a year ago. Blinging is so much fun. It is so much fun. It is. Yes. So y'all know I had to make me a bling shirt. And I actually have a cute sweatshirt where I used this template with the sweatshirt, but it was a tone on tone transfer. So it was a black sweatshirt, which I'll probably wear that one day, and then I'll wear this also. But it was a black shirt, a black sweatshirt with the same design, and it looked so nice. The stones I used, I think I used jet hematite on that shirt, and it looked gorgeous. So it's still jet hematite still kind of gives you like a tone on tone look when you're placing it on black, as opposed to using jet black stones. But the jet black stones would look awesome too. And awesome too. Right. All right. We have that all set. Hey, Miss Cheryl Tisdale. Hey, Barb. What pick are you using? So I'm using a crystal katana. So I've had this forever. I used to before I did hotfix rhinestones, I did bling with flatback, and I still do bling with flatback every now and then, just not as much as I used to. And I had it. That's what I would use for my design, for my blinking back in the day. Oh, not back in the day, but okay. All right. So this is another piece of used. Hey, Miss Janita. Miss Janita, you just missed me hand placing. Can't see the top. I should have bought the camera over. I think the top looks okay so far, Jesse. Miss Janita, you missed me hand placing some mark. Oh, Jesse, look, I got one right there. Actually, I'll put it right here for now. So the second layer was this was coffee, and then violet volcano. And so I'm gonna use violet volcano again. Design class again. Yes, Monica. So the class is once the class is done, you have access to the replay within like 48 hours, both the beginners class and the advanced class. You have access to the replay. I got some that I looked up. It's okay. Here we go. But you have access to the replay. So with the beginners class, you can actually download the replay or download the video if you want to and save it onto another disk or your hard drive, wherever you want to save it at. You have access to it. Let me share what is covered in class versus Eve's class. So my class is pretty, I'm not going to say it's surface because it's not really surface, but in my class, we're kind of walking through Silhouette Studio. So it's really good for beginners, somebody who may not have experience with Silhouette Studio, because that's the design software that we will be using. We work through several of the panels to create the SVG files that we then turn into rhinestone files. So we cover basic text, we cover shapes, we cover overlapping different elements of the design. We cover things like that. We cover placement. We cover how to save the design, how to save it, how to upload it, what to look for, what to make sure when you're uploading it into Cricut Design Space. That's what we cover. We don't really cover any advanced things like ombre or turning photos into silhouettes and things like that. That's all done in the advanced class. So the advanced class, we don't cover any of the beginner stuff. So if you're new to Silhouette Studio, we really don't cover it at all. And we don't really even entertain like those types of beginner questions. So inside of the advanced class, we're covering different methods, maybe ombre, maybe mosaic, how to do a mosaic design, how to convert a PNG into rhinestones, how you would do that for sublimation. We cover so many different things in the advanced class. We cover a lot of different things in the advanced class. We also cover the 3D method, like how to create a shadow layer of rhinestones. Evie, at the end, we cover how to incorporate rhinestones into your business, whether it's you want to sell shirts or whether if you are taking the design class so that you can design your own templates. We cover that and steps to take to get that done. So those that's kind of the difference. One is really a beginner. Like you'll learn a lot about silhouette just from the class. The last advanced class, I think we kind of went over adjusting rhinestone sizes. I think we did like what to do if you get a file and the rhinestones are not the correct size, even once you resize it to the correct size. Like what do you do then? I think we covered that. Did we cover it? I think we covered that. I don't think that was the beginner's class. I think we covered how to change a rhinestone size when you purchase a template. We also look at other things like online or in the Silhouette store that you could use as far as like sketch fonts. We go over a lot of different things. Quite, quite a bit. The class is very long. Hey, Victoria's Creations. That's the one. Thank you, Jessie. The class is actually pretty. Both classes are pretty lengthy. So we cover a lot. All right, so we're gonna brush in the outline and then we're gonna get ready to head over to the heat press and start pressing our designs. And then that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. So the beginner's class is good to start with. And we cover a lot. We cover a lot in the beginner's class. But in the advanced class, we kind of go over like other techniques. So it depends. I've had some people take the beginner's class and they are perfectly fine with the beginner's class. It gets what they need to get done. But then I have people who have taken the beginners and advanced classes, and I see that they are killing it on Etsy with their designs. Like they're designing things and they really taking it to another level. So it depends on what you want to do. Where you see it going. It's up to you. On an outline, the outline. Which outline? Like how to do an outline like this? And we cover outlines inside of depending on the day. So I do have to tell you guys, like all of my beginner classes are different. And then I also have like a special technique that we go over inside of the beginner's class. But in the beginner's class, the outline is something that we cover. That's not something we do it inside of the advanced class, but that's not something that we would put a lot of attention on inside of the advanced class because we consider that a beginner technique. So just how to create a simple outline. Now we're not going to be doing ombre. We're not going to be doing anything like that inside of beginner's class. That's all done inside of the advanced class. Yeah. Well, color matching, we don't go over color matching. We don't cover color matching inside of any of the classes. We are honestly only focused on designing. So in the classes, it's only design. We're not So that's another thing with the classes that you guys have to know. Like with the classes, we're not pressing any shirts, we're not cutting any templates, and we're not pressing any stones. So we don't cover like that process in any of the design. It's strictly just for how to design the templates. That's it. But I do know Evie was talking about maybe having like a color class or getting something together like that, like something in, you know, for color, because I know that's something that a lot of people have questions, like which colors to use. I don't have it down to a science. I kind of just look at the colors and see whether or not they work well. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't get it right. But there's a few rules that I kind of usually go by. Like with this particular design, I have the I can't see it. This lighting is horrible today. So with this design, I have hyacinth and then I have coffee. Well, I'm putting a purple in between because the colors are very similar. Now these colors look really good together, like close by each other. But the purple, the violet volcano, will help to break it apart, and it's still a color that it's not really in the orange and coffee family, but it still can pair well with those two colors. So I kind of look at things like that. I also look at the stone type, like with the Labrador and Orange Dorado. Like if it's a design like my shadow designs that I do, I don't necessarily like to put two crystal colors that are similar together. If I do, I'll break it up with one of the metal lights or with one of the like Orms or Labrador or Jet Hematite because it's a more solid color. It's not like the crystal sometimes can kind of blend in and you can't really see where the break is. So it's just things like that. Like those are a few rules that I kind of follow when picking colors. Outside of that, I just kind of play around with them. I love the colors. I love using different colors. So, Monica, I am in South Florida. Thanks, Donna. But didn't see a date. Evie, did you see? Oh, Evie, did you put the link to your beginners class? So Evie's beginners class is for rhinestone application. So she's going to teach you how to do this, how to brushing your stones, the difference between the different size rhinestones, what to look for, how to size your designs when you get them in, how to do things like that. If you are just getting into rhinestones, I would definitely recommend it because you don't want to like start it and then you're cutting out your flock and then you realize, oh, my stones aren't brushing in, and that's a sizing situation. And if you're buying any of your designs from off of Creative Fabrica has so many wonderful images and designs. But remember, there's different artists who selling these designs, so each file is not the same. And so you have to make sure that uh, the rhinestone size is listed. And so that's something that we go over inside of even the advanced class. Like if you did a design and the rhinestone size or the design size isn't listed, we can show you or we show you how to get over that, like how to change it to something that you can actually use, or how to, let's say you get a design and you see that it's like SS5 and but you want it to be SS6 stones, we show you how to change those to what you need it to be. So that's part of the advanced class. All right, y'all. We're all done brushing on stones. Jesse, what I look like? Does it look good or does it look a mess? What do we have? Dempsey Phil. Oh, let me get my bell. Y'all know I ain't got my bell. I'm old lady now. I got 18-year-old. I don't know what to do with myself. Thank you, Dempsey Boo. What'd you say? Oh, thank you, Dempsey. Did y'all hear the bell? Because I need to make sure y'all can hear the bell. Because I don't want Devon to be like, Patrice, I ain't hear nothing. Like, why do you have that bell? Soon she's gonna want to take the bell from me because, yeah, y'all know. All right, this looks pretty good. So we're gonna get ready to start to place our design. Hey, Mrs. Parker. Hey, everybody. Hey, Richie. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and place this on top. Hopefully, this is enough transfer tape. It looks like it. All right, that went down pretty good. So I'm gonna move this over to the side for now, and then I'm gonna brush these in. So my color, y'all can't really even see the color of the stones good. I don't really like this layout. I've been playing around with this layout for like 3 weeks, y'all, and I haven't gotten it right yet. And I'm not moving back on the other side. All right, all right, all right. All right, let me start to clean those off. Thanks, Miss Jenita. All right, so we're all set. Let me go ahead and move this. We're going to head over to the heat press. We have a few things to press. So we're going to start out with, of course, the DTF transfers. So with the DTF transfers, all of my DTF transfers, the ones that I print out myself, or if I get it from anybody else, I press it twice. So you get the first press, and then I let it cool off, and then I press it again after I peel the film off. So each DTF press is going to get 2 presses. So if you get transfers, I would definitely recommend you doing that because what happens is that second press really helps to marry the print and your shirt. So you want that. You know, I really miss the old page. I really miss the old block. Just not many problems at all. Even though this is an old design, it's not new. It's old. I did it. I made this last year. Yeah, we've been doing bling for a long time. Can y'all believe like it's almost 2 years that we've been really hard out here in the bling community? Like I started in 2021. I started doing bling in 2021. In the summer, I was already doing regular flat back, but I started doing optics in June or July of 2021. And I showed y'all a while ago my first bling. Even then, I barely even knew what I was doing, but I was trying to make templates. Still don't know what I was doing. But there I was making the letter P. But it's been almost 2 years that we've been heavy at this. And then Evie, it's almost 2 years that we've been having the buy-in going on. This is a lot. Hey, LaShonda, we've been out here a while, y'all. Okay, let me turn on the other camera. I'm going to remove this camera, the table. But let me add the press. We're going to remove Well, you know, I'm gonna leave the table here for now. I don't know why. I don't like this. All right, so now we're at the heat press, and the first shirt that we're gonna do, let's do the white shirt. Um, where we had the pumpkin. Remember the pumpkin that we had? So we're gonna do this one first. All right, so like every shirt, you want to make sure. And this is a medium shirt. I intended on doing some large shirt, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, you always want to make sure you let roll. Just like if you're using vinyl or anything, you want to make sure you let roll because the adhesive is going to be making contact with the shirt, and you just don't know what your shirt's been through. You just don't know. I'm gonna move the chat over here so I can see it. All right, let's let roll. We're going to press it. So we're going to pre-press the shirt. That's going to get any moisture out. It's going to help straighten out the shirt. And let's see what I'm seeing. Oh, Andrea, my glow forge, that was over 2 years ago. And Lil Belle is still going strong. Belle has her little sister now, Aurora. And hopefully I will have that video out so that you guys could see Miss Aurora in action. So this is the print. I got this from Creative Fabrica. Oh, I meant to take out my Eve had some t-shirt lures. I meant to take that out so that I can use it today. I have some other t-shirt lures, but you know, those. All right, so we're ready. Pretty much that little bit. Once you do this enough, you kind of know where to press it. So this is why I didn't want to put it on a black shirt. One, because so you have to look at your designs just to make sure that it's going to look right on the color shirt that you're going to be using. So you see that here we have these black outlines, and on a black shirt that could get lost because there isn't a white outline around it. So that's one thing. Here, there isn't a white outline around it. It looks like there is because there's no space, but this would just kind of blend in with the black. So I didn't want to use it on black, even though I would like to. And so I'm pressing this now at 325 degrees for 25 seconds. All right, so once that one's done, we're gonna let that cool off, and then we're going to press my favorite shirt. A little gnome shirt. Uh-oh, don't tell me I'm frozen, y'all. I bet you I'm frozen. All right. Let me go up. You guys, streamer is acting weird, so we're gonna get ready to do this one next. This one out of the way. We're gonna let this cool off. And I'm just gonna set it right here. You're gonna let that cool off. And then next we're going to do the shirt that I'm going to wear. Oh, I got the wrong shirt, y'all. I gotta get another shirt for our balloon. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run and get it while this one's pressing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to this here. We're going to do the same steps, let roll. Make sure you let roll your shirts, y'all. Let roll and pre-press. That avoids anything preventing your item from pressing correctly. All right, now we're going to pre-press it. And then we'll press the. I hope whoever gets it likes it. I never know who gets it until I see somebody wearing it or somebody drinking out of the cup. And I always remember never to say like the other day somebody was talking to me and they're drinking out. I made like this gnome Thanksgiving cup. I think like last year and they're like drinking out of it and I'm like, oh, but I make sure not to be a creeper like that. All right, so oh y'all, my nose looks so cute. So that's the one thing with DTF prints. It prints white. Okay, even that's like a little grayish, but okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm gonna move this over slightly. Perfection. All right, so I'm gonna press this. I'm gonna go get another shirt so that I could do my bling eye. Coming. All right, so we're gonna let this one cool off. And we're going to do so remember I have the other shirt. So I got this white. I'm gonna do a white polo shirt. Um for the coffee shop shirt. This is a lot. It's kind of so big. Where's my lint roller? Lint roll here. Now I do want to get one of my pressing pillows because the buttons, this area is raised high. So that might prevent it from pressing the way that it should. So I want to get one of my pressing pillows. If I can find one, see one yet. I want that one. And I saw the other one, and I was like, oh, you don't need these, but I do. I do need it. Okay, I'm gonna get this smaller one. This one. I want a smaller one. So these pillows, and they come different sizes. I actually have a smaller one that I would prefer to use right now. But these come in handy, especially when you have situations like this. So I really want this area right here to be elevated so that when it's pressed, we're good. All right. I'll go ahead and lint roll this again. And I kind of like to lint roll any area that's exposed to the heat. Maybe I develop that habit when doing sublimation because I don't know what sublimation lint turns blue. That's not good. Later thumbs up. Oh, Evie's going. Bye, Evie. See you later. We'll see you at 9 p.m. All right. That was a long pre-press, but we got it done. All right. So we're going to place this about right here. Now, ideally, you want to come down about 6. This is a large shirt, so I really want to come down about 6.5 inches and about 4 inches from here. So, oops, sorry. That looks pretty good to me. I'm not really going to measure it. I might actually want to make the design a little bit larger. It's almost 4 inches wide, but I think I might want to make it a little bit larger. All right, so I'm gonna place it right there, and that's what we're gonna go with. All right, 1 second, y'all. All right, so when this, well, I don't really have to wait for this one to pull off because put we're gonna put the logos on the sleeve. So I'm just going to take our sleeve, I'm gonna fold it like this. That little crease is not help me too. I'll go ahead, keep I'm assuming this for the second press. So remember, we're pressing all of our DTF items one time. Well, one time now, and then we're going to press it again for a second time. I want this to be smooth. Right, I'm actually going to turn it off. Right, so good. And then I'm going to let go of this. So I'll probably end up making these for all of the kids who participate in the coffee shop. But we can have matching weapons. Hey, Regina Snow, welcome in. No, Gail, I don't. Nobody. Some people probably do know, but a lot of people don't know. Believe it or not, up until this year, I was able to kind of keep my talents mostly a secret. Some people knew. Some people, I don't know this part of it. Some people knew, some people, but yeah. For the most part, I've been able to keep it a secret. Didn't have comment on my family further. But not anymore. It's not a secret anymore. But I don't tell anybody. We get a lot of people who get that stuff in our school. We put it in there. Don't say anything. We put it in a box. Everybody takes it. All right, let's try something. Well, Gail, I didn't use my ruler or nothing. I just pressed it. I just pressed it. All right, so we're gonna peel these and then go for the second presses. Our bling shirt is gonna be the last shirt that we do. Sorry. Okay, let that cool off. Okay, that's good. And so you do want to be careful when you're doing these. You don't want to remove the film too soon. Okay, so anytime you're doing your detail prints, you don't want to remove your film too soon because you might actually lift up the print. Okay, so if you're not sure if you have a cold peel or hot peel, just wait. Just let it get a cold peel. Please. That's the worst thing, peeling up the print too soon. These first. All right. Good. We're going to get ready to press. I have some bunching. So, what I would recommend if you're doing something like this, if I had my smaller pressing pillow, I would have placed it inside of the sleeve and not underneath it. So I would definitely recommend that you do that. Let me see how far I'm walking down. And you want to, when you do this, you want to make sure that you're uniform, if you're doing it in the same area. Like if you're going to do 2 inches up, or however you want to make sure it's the same. You're so quiet now. Why not so quiet? All right, so we're going to head over to our bling shirt is going to be the last thing that we do. So we're going to start removing the light and it's not lighting correctly. The light is not good today. All right. So the same thing, we're going to let this all cool off. And right here. And then now we're going to peel. So we've already pressed this once, okay? So we're going to peel. And this is a cold peel. I let it cool down, and this feels very, very slick and sleek, very, very smooth to touch. And so if you guys look at it, you can kind of tell that it's sitting on the surface, right? You can see it doesn't really look like it's like blending in. Almost looks a little glossy. And it's not glossy, but you guys see, y'all see that like sheen to it. So we're going to press this a second time. So I'm going to go ahead. This is going to be my first press, or my second press. I'm going to place it here. We're going to peel off the other images. All right, so our second, which is going to be my favorite shirt of the week, is our gnome shirt. And we're just going to peel it off, and I'm peeling it in a downward position. And the same thing, like it's very, very sleek. Same thing like the other shirt, but we're going to give it a second press. The second press is what really helps it to blend in with the shirt. All right, our third shirt. The people at the coffee shop are going to look at me like, why do you have on a coffee shop shirt like you work here? Because I'm the one that's like, they all know what I want. They all know my order. I want lemon ginger tea, and I have special honey in the cabinet that they all know, like it's my honey, and so they know exactly what I want. They'll be like, well, I'm gonna have to go work the coffee shop with them. All right, so this is the left chest, and then we're going to also do the sleeve. So this will look good on a black shirt too, or any color shirt. I do have a white outline around it, but with the white shirt, you don't really need it. Thank you, Nomi. I love it too. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon S, they make me feel warm and fuzzy too. So I love how this came out. Came out really, really good. I mean, I could have embroidered it on there, right? But we're going to use DTF, and the DTF looks really good. So let's head back over to the heat press before we come back to the table to start layering the rhinestone design. Thank you, Martha. All right, so next, oh, I forgot to get my parchment paper. We need parchment paper for this next part, okay? I really don't need parchment paper for this next part because if you guys notice, I have a Teflon sheet up here, and the Teflon sheet works just fine. But you know what? I got a bling of stone up there. You'll see. I got a rhinestone up there. It's a mess, but you can use a Teflon sheet. I could press this and be fine, or I could get the parchment paper. Let me see if I see my parchment paper. I'm moving so much stuff around. All right. So I found my parchment paper, but I need to open it. I don't know where the one that's already open, because I do have some that's already open, but we're gonna go ahead and use this one, because if you don't have a Teflon sheet, you're going to want to place your parchment paper on it. And what that does is it prevents that image from sticking onto the heat press, because it can stick onto the heat press. All right, so this is 12 by 16 parchment paper. I have like a lot of these boxes. You don't really go through parchment paper that much. Like, you can use the same piece of parchment paper over and over again. Okay, so one of these boxes is enough. Don't overbuy like me. Thanks, Miss Sonia. Hey. All right, so I'm gonna put this over here on the boxes. Maybe I don't want to do that. I'll fall out. All right. All right, so all you're gonna do is get your parchment paper, cover the design. Again, that's to make sure that that doesn't stick onto your heat press. But this is going to really make sure that the design blends in with the shirt. Thanks, y'all. No, not they're not on this one. I've done DTF with rhinestones, but not on these. These are all separate. These are just for me to wear for before Thanksgiving break. All right. So now that is all done, and I don't know if you guys can see really good, but it really helps to blend in the image with the shirt. Like, it gives it the texture of the shirt, that pattern of the shirt. Looks great. All right, so this one is done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one, the gnome. So we're going to do the same thing. So when I have DTF orders, this is what I do. I just keep doing the same thing. And y'all, we have some orders that we're gonna have to do for Christmas. Y'all know my family keeps me super busy, so I gotta get their designs out the way. Thank you, Stephanie. She loves gnomes, Marilyn. She loves them. So you don't have to press it for the entire 25 seconds like how you do the first press. 10 seconds is just fine. Here is our gnome design, which they're super cute. I don't know if I'm gonna wear this tomorrow or wait to wear it Friday. I don't know, but both of these are done, and then I'll give you guys like a close up of them before we do the other. So now I just gotta go ahead and press this into the shirt. We're gonna move it over again. I'm using the pressing pillow because the buttons, I needed to lift this part up, because if not, then this wouldn't get the pressure that it needs because of the buttons. Okay, and this part, this is just a very bulky part of the shirt. Like, all of this is just very bulky. All right, so let's go ahead and press that down. Thanks, Jessie. Hey, Bernadette. Thanks. All right, so again, you only really have to let it go for 10 seconds. If that long. Uh-oh, y'all see I forgot to put the parchment paper, but it's fine because I have Teflon. So you do want to put your parchment paper. All right, so here we go. And again, like, we can use the same parchment paper. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this here, I'm gonna get that same parchment paper that I've been using. The Teflon sheet protects it from everything except sublimation. Just know that. You always want to make sure you have it covered when you're doing sublimation. Thanks, Donzel. So that's good. That was about 10 seconds. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other sleeve. Now, if you ever get an order where people are asking for like the sleeves to be done, like all this stuff, y'all know this stuff is extra because you're pressing it multiple times, okay? So don't be afraid to tell people, you know, that's extra. I get a lot of people who are like, oh, we want front and back design. Well, you're not getting front and back designs for $25. It doesn't work like that. So then when you explain, like, that's double work because I could do 2 shirts for the time that I'm doing 1 shirt front and back. So this was 3 presses, even though that arm sleeve was very small. That's still three presses, right? So look at our little sleeve over there. All right, so we're done with this one. I'm gonna let roll the shirt that we're gonna use for our Bling design. Right. Two. We're done with the few. All right, so this is one of the shirts that I'm gonna wear too. I'm also going to pull out that thankful sweatshirt. I might wear it on Tuesday so y'all can see it. I'm gonna lint roll. And I just want to give this a nice pre-press before we place the bling on. All right, let's look at these shirts while. So here is a little bit more. So here is the coffee shop's new uniform shirt. And then we have our sleeves here. The sleeves look really, really good. Try to make sure it's lined up right on the side. That one's a little off. Oh, well, not really. It's fine. So what I was using here was I was using this seam here to help me line up the middle. That's good. I may want me one in black though. We have our left chest logo and our 2 sleeves. I actually love how this came out. I think I'm gonna make them black shirts. They're kind of messy, but I think I might make them. I might make them black shirts near a bear because they're a little messy. They are. So here is our own shirt that we made, and this is gonna be my shirt that I'm gonna wear. I love, 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 love how this came out. And the teacher shirt. Now I love this design. I'm gonna have to make me one, and I don't know. I want to do it in black, but I can't. I'm gonna have to go in and see if I could kind of put me a layer around the pumpkin for my black shirt. But nonetheless, this looks really, really good too. Angelique, thank you. All right, so we are done with these 3 shirts. Now it's time for us to do our bling shirt. And guess what? We are done, y'all. Can y'all believe that? We did a lot in one live. All right, so here is our. I'm checking out why my camera just looks so. All right, so we have our first layer, and the first layer is going to be the border layer. Okay, so we're going to put this on. Thanks, Darlene. Thanks, Disney Boo. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Gifts by Angie and Robin. Thanks, y'all. All right, so we're going to place this on top, and this is the shirt that I just pressed. I pre-pressed it. All right, so it's pretty good because it's a pretty longer design than what I usually do. So it's a little bit longer. I just need to make sure it's straight, and it is. Well, it's fine. All right. This looks good. We're going to get ready to press this now. What's this? And with that design, you don't even have to have the frame if you don't want it. Janita, you know how much I love my little gnomes. They're so cute. There were so many cute designs. I'm gonna be printing out some more transfers for me. Don't worry, Christmas time it's gonna be gnome-tastic. All right. So I'm actually gonna move this over so that we can place it together. And then we're going to I don't know why this it's I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to know for you. But you can see a little bit of sparkle kind of far away from the camera, but looks pretty good. And that light is this much. Next, we're going to do the outline layer of the word. Thanks, Lucille. I'm going to place this right here inside. All right, that's looking pretty good. I know I need to move it up just a little bit, but you don't, anytime you're doing your designs, you never want to like drag it because you don't want to like pull it only because you don't want to shift your rhinestone. We're going to go ahead, we're going to place this under this. And we're going to let that go for the full amount of time. Sounds like we're Karen S. I love some gnomes. This year I didn't put many out though. I think I just have one little stuffed gnome. Oh, this lighting is horrible, y'all. Oh, I don't know what's going on with this lighting today. All right, so we're done with this one. We're going to remove the transfer. Oh, that looks pretty. Even with the lighting so far, that looks good. Look at that, y'all. Super, super pretty. All right, let me put this up. And then finally, we have our last press. And that's going to be the inside. All right, so let's go ahead and press. Yeah, this is an OD. This is definitely an old design. Well, it's a year old. Oh, this already looks pretty, y'all. It's not even from the window. Thanks, Sansel. I'm going to try using HTV rod, HTV on teacher shirt. With the HTV rod sublimation, final. I have a video showing how to use it. You can use it if that's what what you like. It works good. I think it works good. The colors look good on it. So yeah. Thank you, Bridget Town. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Sunday, y'all. Sunday. Right, this one is done. So, we made 4 shirts today. All right, let's. Ooh. I can't wait to flip this over to the other camera. What did I do with the other backing? Nope, that's not it. No, maybe it's over here. Yep, it's not. I don't even know what I did. It's somewhere. I'll figure it out. Maybe I put it. It's probably one of those. But this is our design. Looks really, really pretty. Let me pull us over. I can move the heat press. I'm not turning it off because I still need it. But I can remove the table. Oh, this light is too bright. Let me turn out the light. Let me switch cameras. I don't know why it's not. It's dark outside. All right, let's do it. It might be my camera. I think it's the camera. I mean, now I can move this light. I may need to adjust something in my camera. That's probably what I need to do. But still, where is this light coming from? I have no idea. Hold on. There's like extra light, but y'all. Oh, and that's dark. I'm lighting this hell off today, y'all. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I don't like this for me. Let me turn this light on. All right, let's see. Because this is not. So this is the design. It has coffee. It looks very Thanksgiving-y, right? And then the violet volcano is nice. Kind of helps to, bring everything together. Well, that looks better, but still, I don't know what's going on with the lighting today, y'all, but it's a hot mess. But this looks good. Now let me turn off my lights. I'm about to switch back over because I can't take it. Let me get my chair. We did pretty good today. And then I'll answer a few questions if anybody has any other questions. Oh, here I am frozen now. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's better. I don't know what's going on with the lighting, y'all. It's crazy here. Like, it's so weird today. But this is our shirt. And it looks really, really good. I love the purple or the violet. It's called Violet Volcano. So the colors that I use today are coffee. Coffee is the outline, or the frame. Coffee is the frame. The outline of the word and those hearts, that's Violet Volcano. And the inside is hyacinth. Looks really, 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 really good. All right, and then the other shirts, y'all saw those shirts already, but I'll show y'all again. We have our shirt for best buddies. Oh, let me move it. We have our left chest logo on this Best Buddies polo shirt with our logo on the sleeves, which came out really good. I love this. They're going to love these. They will feel so official. They might be like, you need to start paying us. And then we have our teacher shirt. This is the shirt that I'm going to give away, I think. I don't know. I want to give this away. It's cute. And then we have our gnome shirt. I'm probably going to wear this tomorrow. But super, super cute. But that's all we got for today, y'all. Everything is pretty much done. Don't forget to head over to the Baby's Booty at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Barb. Thanks, Jessie. Thanks, Miss Roslyn. Hey, Miss Roslyn. I hope this school year is going good. Thanks, Janet. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Vera. No worries, Shonda. Thank you for hanging out with us today. The orange on the black really, it does look nice. It does. It does. I did, Miss Gail, and I still have more work to do. I still have more work to do, so I got to get that done. Miss Marissa, hey Miss Marissa, it was on Creative Fabrica. So I found the two designs that I used today. The gnome design, I think this was off of Creative Fabrica. I don't remember 100%. Either Creative Fabrica design bundles and Creative Fabrica. So they were like, I think they were in the free design section. Thank you, Karen. And this is a mama design that I did like earlier this year. It's a heart with mama. And then it says established 2005, which I've been feeling very mama-ish. My baby is going to be 18 years old tomorrow. So in my feelings, y'all, in my feelings. So thank you for hanging out with me to make these shirts that I'm gonna wear this week. I appreciate it. And that's it. I don't have anything else. You guys don't have any questions or anything about anything we did today? Thanks, Miss Janita. If y'all don't have any questions, I'm about to go and get some other stuff done. I have a video that I need to edit. You guys are gonna be seeing a video about the Glowforge Aura. I've unboxed it like 2 weeks ago, and I'm finally finishing editing up the video. And then I got some other boxes over there. Y'all can't see them now that I need to unbox. Thanks, Danny. Thank you, Gifts by Angie. Yes, Miss Karen, and she is so exciting. Such an exciting time for her. I love it. But that's it. Thanks, Miss Cheryl Tisdale. Thanks, Miss Janita. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your evening. I hope you guys have an even more amazing week. I'll see y'all on Tuesday. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Probably a little bit of laser on Tuesday. Or maybe laser with a little bit of embroidery. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. But we will see. I'm excited about whatever we're gonna do. Lashonda, I will. Did you guys, I know the Bling Fest pictures are so nice. They're so nice. Did you guys see our Bling Fest recap? Make sure you check it out. It's on my channel. I didn't even get a chance to put up all the footage. Some of the footage I couldn't put up only because of the music, and then I like to edit out and to voice over all of that. I was just like, yeah, I can't do it. Not gonna do it. Thanks, Monica. Tamika, I do. She's my only one. My only one. Good night, Laura E. Good night, Mary Bear. Yeah, I hope I see you guys tonight over at Eve's. You'll know I'm gonna pop in and see what the big announcement is. She has a big announcement about Bling Fest 2024. So if you are interested, check it out. Where can I find fonts? So Didi, I usually get fonts from, if you have a Creative Fabrica subscription, you can download as many as you want. If not, there's a small fee for some of the fonts. I get fonts from font bundles. And when I'm doing rhinestone design, sometimes you can even get fonts from the Silhouette store. So that's usually where I get the fonts from. I prefer to get fonts from there instead of the font, only because it comes with a commercial license and everything. And if you notice, most of the fonts on the font, they're only for personal use. So thank you, Miss Marissa. Good night, everybody. Sheila Cushionberry. Hey, girl. Sheila, I made it, well, it wasn't really quick, but it was kind of quick. Yes, Donzel, her birthday's tomorrow. She's out hanging out with her cousin. She doesn't want to hang out with mom anymore, so that's fine. Y'all stuck with me. Y'all, I stuck with me. Hey, Miss Sandra. Thanks, Regina. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Enjoy your week. I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Later, y'all.